Alrighty, hello everyone. As you can see, we are making a breakfast burrito, so let's just jump right into the ingredients. So as you can see, I get a good bit of ingredients for this video. You need to have eggs, salsa, tortillas, spinach, and the bell peppers, and the cheese. It's one of the more expensive recipes, but I had plenty left over to make more with after already using all the ingredients to feed 3 people. So the first thing you're going to want to do is wash your bell pepper and then cut it. For this recipe, you only really need to use half, but I was feeding around 3 people with this, so I kind of used a little more than that. You want to take out the seeds from the center, but other than that, my cutting method is a little bit questionable. But while we watch me cut this bell pepper up with a very dull knife, I can get to explaining the ingredients. The main ingredients I'd like to focus on are the tortillas, the cheese, and the salsa. For the salsa, I recommend the Food Line brand because compared to the other brands, it had roughly the same amount of sugar with less sodium for the same ounceage. For the tortillas, I recommend whole wheat. You can get larger tortillas if you'd like to have a bigger size, but whole wheat's going to be better because it's going to contain all the grains, and it's going to be more rich in fiber. The Sargento cheese is pretty good because of the nutritional facts in comparison to some of the other cheeses. In terms of it, whether being sharp cheddar or a different kind, that is kind of personal preference. You also do not have to get the salsa if you do not like it. And you can also not include the bell pepper and spinach, but they add very good vitamins to the meal. The next thing you're going to want to do is just kind of stack on some spinach and cut it up. My cutting method seemed to work pretty well, but you might have a better method. Again, I had a pretty dull knife, which I do not recommend. After I was done cutting up the bell pepper and spinach, I added it to a plate, and then I took my pan and put it on medium heat, and then added 1 tablespoon of olive oil. After that, I took my plate of bell peppers and spinach and added it to the pan, and then kind of stirred them around for 4 to 5 minutes until they were soft. After they were done, I took them out of the pan and put them onto a plate to let them sit. I put them in the microwave, just a heated environment so that they wouldn't cool down as fast. After plating the veggies, I took my measuring cup and added 6 eggs. For 1 person, you only really need 2, but I was cooking for 3. As you can see, my egg cracking skills are not great and it was getting absolutely everywhere. But soon I got all 6, and that's when I started to add a little bit of garlic and pepper. I probably should add a little more for 6 eggs, but you should do it to your liking. But after adding the seasoning, I just kind of whisked it up with a fork until it was all like one color and for consistency. After whisking them up, I poured them into the pan on medium-low heat and stirred them around gently. After stirring them around for a while, they started to cook and soon they were done, so I turned off the heat and plated them. So now we're at the part where we actually make the burrito, which is a little bit more difficult than you'd think, and it takes a bit of practice. So firstly, I add the eggs to kind of like the back side of the burrito wrap, and then I add the veggies on top, and then I'm gonna add the cheese on top of that. And you want to grab both sides, fold them in, and then from the back kind of go over all of it and fold it towards the front. It's definitely easier said than done, and it took a few attempts to get even a decent one. But then I would take it and toast it on medium heat. After you've toasted it, you can plate it, pour some sauce on top. But there you have it, guys, a breakfast burrito. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new, because I sure did. If you guys could please subscribe and check the description for the form, give me any feedback that you can. I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, thank you guys for watching.